Hi guys. Welcome. It's been quite a while since I don't see you and I don't make videos, so yeah. Um, Apologies about that. This is a really express video, really quick video. I just saw, and basically, I mean, it's 6 a.m. in Argentina. Um, and I just saw the first episode of Moon Knight, which is actually why I wanted to have this chat. Actually, little review or not review, but just like man, it's actually really good. It's actually really good, and the lights are flickering, which I find kind of interesting because during the episode the same thing happens. Lights flicker all the time. Well, not all the time, but sometimes. And I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but man, that was a really great episode. Probably one of the best things Marvel has ever done. And I know that I say that every time I see a new show with Marvel, but here's the thing: the reason why I mainly liked it is because it's more of a psychological thriller, and I love psychological thrillers. I remember there was this movie that Johnny Depp made with fake Eve from the movie. I don't remember her name, Maria Bello, and it's also a psychological thriller. If I'm not mistaken, it was based off again Stephen um I want to say Stephen Hawkins, but it's not Stephen King. Stephen King's book. I believe it's called The Rare Window. No, I don't think it's The Rare Window or The Secret Window. And what I love about that movie so much, and I still do to this day, I think it's one of the best psychological thriller movies I've ever seen in a while. It's how they play with reflections and windows and everything to do. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I mean, reflections or windows or mirrors usually, I mean, often represent, um, what we see in ourselves, like our subconscious, like, um, and in Moon Knight, you can see that there's a lot of play with the mirrors, with his own reflections, because he doesn't know what's going on. And what I think is fascinating, and actually Oscar Isaac, God, what a man, and Ethan Hawke in it. I mean, both are fantastic, super fantastic. Anyway, and the fact that um that he came up with that Oscar came up with having a British accent, I think it also adds to the everything that's happening, because obviously, as you know, he's got a subconscious part of himself that he doesn't know that it's there. I mean, there's something, of course. I mean, you can see from the get go, because he's restrained, that he knows that something's happening to him during the night. So he's aware that there's a part of his conscious of his mind that he doesn't understand is happening, but it is happening. But um, the fact that he chose to differentiate his subconscious voice from his waking self, and he decided to change the the accent from a British accent to an American accent. Yeah, British accent is the accent that he speaks when he's, like awake. And then you have his subconscious accent, which is American based, from what I hear. I think it's interesting because it actually kind of, you kind of know what voice is speaking. Is this the voice of Mark that's speaking, or is this the voice of Steven speaking? So that split personality And the accent, the differentiation in the accent, I think is fabulous. I think it's great. It was really well done, and it was all in part thanks to Oscar pitching in that idea. Now I don't know much about the comics. I don't know much about Moon Knight, but I do know a little bit about Egyptian, and I love ancient Egyptian, everything that has to do with all the gods from old Egypt, hieroglyphics. I have a tattoo with hieroglyphics, and I mean it's obvious that I'm also gonna be in that. You know, I'm gonna probably gonna definitely gonna keep watching because of that, because I love everything that has to do with ancient Egypt. And so yeah, I loved. I mean, Oscar Isaac. I mean, with his quirky manners, the fact that he's you know a little bit of a freak with his own manners. He's sort of like um, lack of self confidence, and he's not very, how do you say, coordinated. And then he's like, he sees himself in this world of a cult, of people chasing after him, of having to defend himself, and uh it's I think I loved it. I really really enjoyed it. And I think everybody should watch. If not, because I'm gonna put a stop into the whole Marvel versus DC thing for a while. I did like some takes that they did not hold back on certain red thing that we've got going through our veins that comes out in the episode. It's not often that you see it. I mean, it doesn't happen in the whole episode. Like all you see is blood, blood, blood. No, but you do see blood, and they show blood, and that's really great because I mean, it's a natural fact of life. You have blood, right? Hey, if you punch somebody, or you know, you do what happens in Moon Knight, which I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have blood on your hands, and it's natural. And I love that the at least the first episode did not hold back in that. Like I said, it's not a Scorsese. Not a Scorsese. It's not. Um, there's no dripping blood everywhere. That's not the type of show it is. But they don't, when they have to show it, they're not afraid to show it, and that's great, and that's awesome. Like I said, I think I'm not sure what if I'm gonna keep doing these videos, waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, Buenos Aires time, Argentina time, to watch the episode and to make a little sort of like a reaction type of video of what happened in the episode. But I thought it was a really nice introductory episode. Again, the performances were on point. It's Oscar Isaac, and Ethan Hawke. You can't go wrong with that. And they didn't, and that's amazing. And I think it was really well directed. I loved how sometimes the camera was like moving, in a sort of like non-balanced situation. They don't use the steady cams in certain situations to sort of like make the character just like more conflicted, to show more there's conflictness, there's conflict in the mind of the character. And I love when they play with the subconscious and the mind, and when he's talking to him, he hears his voice, and he sees the reflection, and the reflection is talking to him, and there's a lot of play with shadows. Like I said, I think there's it's a product that it's worth the watch, and not just these episodes, but every episode that will follow. And yeah, I mean, there are so many elements probably to discuss, but I'm not gonna do it. Because I just wanted to give a big review, just a quick review, which is now nearly 10 minutes long, but still, I think it was a lot. I don't know if there's a lot to unpack, but it's certainly one of the Marvel started off with a strong foot 2022. So I'll give him that. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today. And see you next time. Take care.